Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Hello, Green Beans Z. Ed also looks like Fed's here. Very nice, very good. Hi. How's everyone doing today? I'm so glad that I can get back to streaming. I finally have time. I finally have some freaking time. Let's go. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna turn that down just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. Excited for us doing some law? I'm excited too. Where would we last left off? Geez, it's been a while. It's been since I haven't played since October. Yeah. All right. This looks like for the correct one. Yes. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be looking for the old guy. Oh, it's you. It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be back today. He's staying out late looking for some wood. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check the records room again. Oh, you're playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? Nice. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Uh-oh. Nick, well, let's hurry. Alright, okay. I think last time we found out that Von Karma is probably responsible for the death of, like, the entire thing. So we're just gonna go into the records room and check that out. See what's going on. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had the time to clean. This case is in the anime is one of the best episodes. Oh right, there's an anime. I forgot. That's actually really cool. Maybe I'll watch that after this. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. There's an anime. Okay, so I was inside the glass. It was inside. Nick, it's locked. They must keep important case files in there. The cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are question marks. Most of it just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for? Don't touch that, it's evidence. Alright, what's back here? There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room, too. Forgotten cases, rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Hold on. Hold on, no. That's not what I meant to do. Examine this one. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are full of case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is here too, quietly gathering dust. Alright, what are we looking for? What do we look? We gotta look for something here. Oh, there's an open file. I'm stupid. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? One. Ron Daddy? No. Why? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Ahem, I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate. The season 2 of the anime has new anime-only cases? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Maybe I'll watch it. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? As you dealt the blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. Humph. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Here is this gun. Hold on. I'm just gonna present this. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called that by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bringing it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. But what? Nick, what is that thing? He's got a taser! A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! Oh my god! He fucking got Maya! Oh, Maya! Out of my way. Ah! Fuck. He fucking tased us! Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, Maya. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? The L6 evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped at him. The DL6 bullet was stashed in the pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. But he has the fucking note that would have been a smoking gun for all of this. This is gonna be a hard trial. Especially considering that this game has had me failed the last, like, several because of just the way it works. Alright, we're gonna save over... Oh wow, they're all turnabout goodbyes. I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm not gonna remember which one I saved over. Yeah, for plot reasons. God damn it. Which one? Okay. I'm gonna... Which one was it? Oh, yeah, it's the day 3 investigation, so day 2 trial. I'm gonna save over that one. Okay. Okay. This is gonna go great. I'm sure of it. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Whoa! What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Maya unlocks her powers through being zapped. Maybe. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on the way out. Yeah, pal. Hey, it's Gumshoe. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, detective? I mean, how did it go, detective? Fuck. I forget who the detective is sometimes, considering how useless Gumshoe is at his job. Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I caught on the way in, I feel pretty good. Because Phoenix is doing all the detective work. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But it has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He doesn't remember, and I'm going to prove it. September 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh, jeez, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be odd in this silence every time he says everything he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to the Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen of the court. I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, and he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Alright, here's the testimony. Why I left court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those votive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. Alright, why he left court. Alright, but I wasn't running away or nothing. Press. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. So it's hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking. If he sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Press. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the deep, big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I got kind of lost, you see. Witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right, nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. It's hard for me to decide who the dumbest person in the room is. It's... do with the incident anyhow. Press that. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, it seems like it. Then how do you know that you didn't have anything to do with the incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show your court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Press. How can you say you have no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. He's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who easy. Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi, right? His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi, fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. Fuck you. What? What? No fingerprints? Wait, what? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked as a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems like this case has been decided. No. No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. Does DNA not exist? Yes, what the fuck? Do DNA tests not exist? Whatever. Testify as to who this is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. I knew it. I knew it would come to this. I fucking knew. I called it. I called it. I knew this would happen. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have no right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma has rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello, squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? Hey, I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who is your owner? Press. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what did he get? What do I say? Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago... Perp, take the stand. Perp on the stand. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget, DL6. Squawk! This is so silly. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. Squawk! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. Forgot something we forgot. Hello, squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? He trained her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Okay. Press. Yes, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Johnny Yogi. Alright, press. Let's try this again. The government got us with the fake birds again. This is ridiculous. What do I say? How about, what's the safe number? You say the number that's safe. The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number of the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? 1228. Well, let me check DL6. Because... gym data... Wait! 1228! That's the... Oh my god. Oh my god. 1228! That's the fucking thing! The DL6 case file. What is the obsession you have with this case? Mr. Wright, where is that file? Where is this file? Where in this file? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date at which the DL6 incident occurred. It's the date. The date. I know, I can be smart when I want to be. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the numbers for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 001 because I am number 1. Oh, gonna keep that in mind. It has nothing to do with a date, nothing. Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Alright, let's do it. Quick, rob him. Okay. What's your name? Yeah, did it say your name? Polly, what's your name? Polly, squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot's named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think we're taking the bluffing a little too far? My cat just meow. Oh, weird. Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. And all we have to do is tie the name Polly with Yogi, her honor. The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Let me check the DL6 incident again. One bullet. Polly Jenkins! Oh, okay. It's this again. Present! DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page of this is proof, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. There's a Russian revolutionary in the court in the jury. Where is this file? It's suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog named she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. She's only 7 years old, blah, whatever. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait! That's the witness. He doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I have accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi. Finally. He's been acting to be able to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Damn. Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved, so you are cleared of suspicion of this for this particular case. So would you like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond? Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! We win. That is all. This court is adjourned. No! Don't do it, Edgeworth! No! Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. We've gotta tell him he was the murderer. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in deal 6. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection. The judgment's already been passed. I object to Edward's outburst. Something like this happened yesterday, too. I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. You must hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. God damn it. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the Deal 6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. Shut up, Edgeworth. You didn't act. You were like 5, first of all. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try for this man for a crime 15 years ago. He was like 5! Or like 6 or whatever. He was young. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh my fucking god, Edgeworth. I'm sorry, right? I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Literally, it is crazy. It is actually just insane. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading the court record once more. I'm putting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove Maz Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? Just admitted it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. This is stupid. This is ridiculous. This is... Alright, whatever. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations of the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Unconventional to... He just admitted that he fucking fakes his his trials. What the fuck? Why is he still a prosecuting attorney? I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Oh, I find these guys so... Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. The courtroom to observe my father's trials. I was going to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi had. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Alright, let's do this. Let's prove Edgeworth is innocent. Boop, boop, boop. And something heavy fell at my feet. Press! What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from the holster. And you picked it up? What happened next? Hold on. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you just threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. I don't understand why. I heard a gun. There was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. Alright. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Alright. Present. I mean... Hold on, let me look at the DL6 incident again. No clues. Okay, so he was 9 at the time. Was fired twice. It was fired twice. Okay. Yeah, that... Hold on. A single gunshot and then a scream. Present the DL6 incident. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the gunshot and then the scream. And everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page is it on? You can tell he's kind of desperate for us not finding out that he's responsible for Edgeworth's dad's death. It's the victim data, dumbass. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot was fired had something to do with this case? Yes. I probably do. I swear to God. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Comma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Right, show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is... Oh, jeez! Oh, hey! Thanks, Chris, for subscribing. For resubscribing? Were you already subscribed? Thanks. Clear ballistic... hold on. I need to figure out... Because... hold on. The murder weapon was fired twice. Holly Jenkins. Hell yeah, it was. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Hold on. This is the pistol bullets. This is the... No. Wrong one. Robert's autopsy report. Photograph of the murder scene. Wait! Look, 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 look! The fucking... The present! Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim is lying there as Gregory Edgeworth. This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. It's really... What kind of fucking idiots are these people who are in this courtroom? Can they not see the clear second shot? It should be obvious the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Mr. Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth in this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Like what? A bullet? Idiot? How does that even work? Like, this is completely ignoring the fact that the bullet hole is there. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid to have to discount the defense's claim. Wisdom of this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet doesn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you don't... But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think I could be that simple. Why are you giving up so early? Some kind of Deus Ex Machina bullshit's gonna happen, and we're gonna figure out that that was the other guy. This case has been unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found in the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, okay. Have a good one, Chris. Sorry that you're not feeling great. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now, indeed. Have any objections? I've been here before. It's just my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection. Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, hmm? Oof. Nick? I don't know. This case is... It's not! It has, like, so many holes! What are you talking about, Phoenix? Oh, no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Yeah, of course someone took it. Duh! It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. Hmm? The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is the murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murder? The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah, what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene was the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof. It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Great Edgeworth as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the two shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize. God damn it! Arg, this isn't going well. The murderer didn't need it. The murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet. I haven't gotten a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't have to admit it, but it's true. They had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. I like how Mia's basically just giving us the clues to actually fucking solve this. It's not because Phoenix is actually that good at the case. It's because Mia is the one doing this. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to have taken the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that! The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So it would mean the murderer came from outside, yes? This is stupid. This is dumb. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the one bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something. really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Dr. Edgeworth dealt the blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite shocked for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated that the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Say it now! It was Von Karma! Your Honor, there's one suspect, one lone suspect. Well, it's certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? Humph. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. There's no way. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Grr, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Show evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much. Well, what? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is my defense attorney badge. No. No. Go back. Alright. The metal detector! Holy shit, wait! If he didn't take the bullet out, then the metal detector would... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed his surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There was the possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Stupid Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's only one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. So smart. I'm not that smart, I swear. It's just, I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy! The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Yep, that's about right. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You... It was you! I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Microwave! Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. But Mr. Wright? Easy fix. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet Von Karma's shoulders was from DL6? Of course he can't. You have any. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. No proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Mr. Edgeworth? I can link the bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The bullet you left on the ground earlier today. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came from the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings, the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those in this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Did they just open up his shoulder? It's the scream I heard from the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? What? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with their penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my own damn hands! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights had gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Okay. Alright, Green Beansy. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job! Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well, then. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. The court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Huzzah! This time for real. Welcome back, Green Beansy. Miles is not guilty. What are the odds? Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You've got a lot to learn, Mr. Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. Gotta convince a Russian revolutionary that this guy is innocent. Take a little time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thanks y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if it was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Well, yeah, let bygones be bygones, eh? What the fuck was that, Edgeworth? Look at it, he's just an awkward little boy who can't... He's awkward. He's an awkward little guy. I will not have this Edgeworth slander. Which, what are you gonna do now? What are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigator photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. Oh my god. Jamie. Fucking call me Clive. Goddamn. Alright. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you've come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? Assumptions about the spelling. It was wrong, but still based. Yeah, there's 2 L's in Calliope, actually, Jamie. I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money to always anyway to celebrate Calliope. Oh, god damn it, Jamie. Well, yeah, that's not the strange people. Not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's still not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth at school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you? Heinous. What are you not surprised? What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took that day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. And he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Oh, you're Larkin? Oh. Alright. Alright. Larkin on me. I'll see how it is. Anyway, I never was good at history, huh? Edgeworth, you didn't know, didn't you? Did you? I suspected. I couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn to events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. No, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of a insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! And if I'd only known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up and take a photo. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. After that, dinner's on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Brighton Co. Law Offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back and get some sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters, I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh, Maya. Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Aww. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Aww. Hold it! Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that was my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. The bullet! A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon. See you soon, Maya. Dang. Aww. Thanks, Nick. Gonna miss Maya. Maya was cool, I liked her. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I beat it! I beat the game! I beat the first one, at least! Oh, damn. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish you me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh. Damn. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I convinced the Russian revolutionary. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Of course, Winston Payne. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney of whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should have, I can't read this quick enough. Should have, please, blah, words. Goddamn freaking. Alright, I'm gonna read this one. Ahem. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes. Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Da, 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 ba. Oh look, it's all bag. Phoenix Wright, is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star without a name like Phoenix. You know, they're blah 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 blah. Alright. Damn. I know this is only the first game, like, there's 2 other games in this collection. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Phoenix Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. I was kind of shocked for a boy at my tender age. Jeez. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Dang. Oh, hold on. Oh, look. Mia. Aww. Mia's here. So nice. Damn. What a sweet ending. Hold it! Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes? What? There's a 5th episode? Alright. This is unfortunately going to be a little bit of a short stream because I don't really have time to do a lot, but thanks for coming, everybody, to stream. Hold on while I save over. And I will be streaming more often. I plan on streaming at some point the next couple days. I might stream again today. Who knows? We'll see. All right. I'll see you guys later.